What's up? What's up? It is Monday, August 10th. It's your guys, the Burgundy Breakdown, myself, Z, Reedie, and John. And we are here to talk about Laremy Tunsil and this injury and what it means to the team. Who's going to protect Jayden Daniels' blindside, as well as a week one preview as we face the Miami Dolphins this Friday. The Burgundy Breakdown coming to you now. Fellas, what's up?
What's up?
Not much, man. Not the greatest news that we can get over the last couple of days. You know what I mean? Our top guy, arguably the best player on our team, ranked top 5 as left tackles in the game, always on the Jeremy Fowler's top 10 players in the league, stuff like that. So how are we feeling with Laremy Tunsil's injury? Torn triceps, and he is expected to be out for a significant time. Let's start with you, John. How you feeling?
I was damn near heartbroken when I saw that come across my timeline. What was that, Saturday? Saturday evening we got that news. So I was at work when that happened. I said, God, like that ruined the rest of that work night. I was already exhausted. I got called in. I was upset. I saw the video, at training camp, what happened. Odafe gets him on an ice, one-on-one. You see, as soon as, they get hands on and Laremy takes that first step back, you see his, he goes to grab his arm immediately. So I was hurt. I said, oh dear, there goes the captain. I would say Laremy is now the captain of that offensive line, considering Cosme's health has always been a question mark since Tunsil's also been here. So Tunsil, let's say, is your de facto captain on the offensive line. There goes your signal caller there. So that took a big chunk out of it. And then I want to bring up this point, and I'm probably going to jump the gun. You can't blame Odo. You can't blame anyone for this injury. You can't blame Odafe for this. You can't blame coaches for putting them on practice. Like, it's a freak accident at training camp. We've seen how many ACLs been torn this training camp, MCLs, PCLs, LCLs, concussions, arms, pecs, everything. We've seen countless NFC South people get hurt. Eagles got 2 wide receivers with hamstring injuries. So injuries aren't uncommon during training camp. So you can't blame Odafe. You can't blame anyone for this injury. But it is concerning, even with people we'll talk about later taking over for left tackle, that your top 5 offensive tackle in the league, your signal caller on the defense, Josh Connerly's like training buddy, his essential like offensive line dad in this league, is no longer walking out with him. It is concerning, and it did hurt when I got that news. I was like, damn.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely when I seen the news, it definitely like left me stuck and just kind of like blown for a while. Reedie ended up calling me, and we just like, what we gonna do? We gonna talk about it. Let's do a pod.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, all right, we can do it, but give me like 15, 20 minutes. I just had to gather myself, and even on the pod, like my mood was just blown, man. Like, what I mean, a lot of work put in over the all season, high expectations, and with Laremy, getting a contract and whatnot. What I mean, the sky was the limit. We was expecting, big things for him, just him alone in a sense. So for this to happen is definitely tough, but it is a part of the game. And what I mean, we got to, like I said, what I mean, not to try to move along, but it's next man up. We got to figure it out. The season hasn't even started yet, and we got some figuring out to do. But yeah, Reedie, how what's your take? How did you feel?
Initially when you send it, you're like, damn, okay, here we go. But I'm saying, immediately I was just thinking of strategies of ways that we can replace him, because at the end of the day, we can't sit there and sulk in our own misery because the left tackle went down. That's just like if somebody else goes down, the game must go on. The show must go on. We have to kind of move on. And that's not doing nothing. So I was just trying to come up with strategies and who was out there in the free agency market, possible trades that we could make. Just trying to go through all of the different scenarios. I was a key proponent of not moving Josh Conley because I knew that was going to be a thing amongst the fan base, amongst the community moving him to right tackle, given he was a first-round draft pick, and he played left tackle at the University of Oregon. So I knew that was going to be a thing. But I'm like, okay, well, there's a possibility if Laremy comes back some point this year. I don't want to mess up these 2 years basically of development at right tackle to put him back on the left tackle, kind of just keep him there and kind of figure that out from there. You can go out and either bring in somebody or you keep somebody that's here and you extend them to that position. I wasn't a big guy being sold on Brandon Coleman. Just given the fact that what he has done at guard. I do get that it's two different positions that he played somewhat well in 2024, but it wasn't perfect. I think he gave up like 10 sacks in 2024. So that was concerning to me. But when we got the news today saying that they were going with, Brandon Coleman and they're going to keep Josh Conley on the right side, I was like, all right, let's go. Let's see how it is. Like they got time to kind of to evaluate things with him and see
right
where he's at. And then watching some interviews and things of that nature with him, he basically said, like in the offseason, he's kind of been working at tackle and he's been working at center just because you never know, where you're going to be. And that speaks to that position flexibility that we have as a team and that we've been working towards the last few years. So right now, I'm optimistic on it. If they're deciding that they don't want to go out and bring in anybody else, then I'm going to respect the decision because they know more. You know what I'm saying? They see the live rep, got all of the different video and things of that nature. So, we're going to see how we're going to rock with it and we're going to see how it goes coming into this week in the joint practice and in the preseason game this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, because Dan Quinn stressed earlier, and this can kind of, channel into Maul's comment. He blatantly said, they asked him, what was your thought process in not moving Connolly over? And he blatantly said that, they thought about it, but didn't want to do that because that takes, basically in a nutshell, that takes Connolly out of his groove, out of what he's already, been learning and doing. And for the simple fact that, Laremy can come back. He's expected to be back at some point this season. So with that there, they don't want to have to shift him to the left. And then when Laremy comes back, shift him to the right. That'll kind of just be all, confusing as hell going throughout of the season. So I can understand that. And then on the same tip, like, I was saying the other day with Brandon Coleman, he didn't do that bad, 2024. He was a rookie. He made his mistakes. But, grand scheme of things, we're talking 2 years removed from that rookie season. 2 off seasons to get better. He actually went through, the ups and downs he did with, losing the left guard spot and, starting out and then, not being suited for some games, coming in and filling for Tunsil at times. So, like, he had his share of tribulations even last year that I think and believe that this year, when it rolled around, that he would be ready for, one of them spots. And I actually thought that, he would potentially beat out Chris Paul at the left guard spot anyway. So, he was going to be playing regardless in my mind. It's just now that you're forced to play out left, our left tackle and, see what you got. But it was definitely good to hear that he was training with Tunsil in the off season and really working with him closely. Him and Connolly went down. I think what they said was to Auburn or somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so he went down there and got some reps in and working out with him. So
fine-tuned and died right,
learning some techniques. So I look at it as a good thing.
Yeah, and it builds that chemistry that like he was building with Tunsil last year, but like because that season was so up and down, wishy-washy with guys, like this is the first true off season. Josh can learn from Laremy, like really build that one-on-ones. And I can pull up the video if we want. If not, out of respect for JCJ, the way he looks just defeated walking out at practice, everyone on Commander's Twitter I could see
pull it up
was like
yeah, I mean he missed his guy. He missed his guy today. You know what I mean? He every practice, even games, they walk out together.
And like as much as it sucks for Laremy because we're not wishing anything but good graces and whatnot for for Tunsil, you got to feel for Connolly too. Like I jokingly said, like that's his football dad being offensive line. Oh, I gotta make this thing. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Like half joking that his offensive line dad, but like you can kind of tell they've built that chemistry of like, look, I'm clearly learning from you because you are that guy in this league. You got to feel some sympathy for JCJ. Just like you've lost your running mate for, I'm gonna say, the entire season. I don't see a world unless he gets that Steve Rogers super soldier serum to come back ready before playoff time.
Mm-mm.
And and that's gonna be the worst part.
Yeah, I mean, listening to Cam was saying it's going to be at least 4 months, and I saw something somewhere. It's like just the healing process from the surgery takes that long. Then you have to rehab and re-strengthen it and things of that nature. So that's what pushes the time out. But was it Ray Lewis that came back after a certain amount of months and ended up playing and re-injured himself in the Super Bowl or something like that, or right before the Super Bowl?
I know Ray Lewis, I think, tore his like killed his elbow right before the Super Bowl. But
before that, it was a tricep, right?
Yeah, before it was a tricep. Like I remember him talking about that in an interview once of like, oh snap, this is this is what I did. Hold on, my bad. Screen didn't do it. But this, like, thankfully, I'm gonna say thankfully because it is just it's a tricep more than an ACL, an MCL, PCL, like his leg. But for an offensive lineman, you need the strength in your arms to pass block, to push off. Laramy's not the youngest guy in the league. He's what, 33, 35? 32. So it'd be one thing if anyone else on the offensive line got hurt because they're still young enough to where they can build muscle and protein just a little faster. But Laremy being 32, I'll give him 33 by the time he officially starts rehab, I'll say. It's not I don't feel as confident saying that he'll be back in time for the season anywhere in this season before the month of January. And it sucks. It completely sucks.
Yeah, let me check his age.
Yeah. Just let's verify that before I start talking out of my ass.
Yeah, he's 32. His birthday is August 2nd. He just had a birthday.
He just turned 32.
He just turned 32. Yeah.
Okay. He's a little younger than I thought, but that could just be his bald ass head. But it like I said, when it comes to rehab, Connolly's a decade younger. So if Connolly had the injury, he could heal a little bit faster than Tunsil. So if fans are expecting him to come back in 4 months, which would be December, you've lost the plot. It's a bare minimum, I would say, January 2027. If he comes back miraculously, great. I will gladly eat crow on this show, and I've done so effortlessly. But sports injuries happen, and we've all seen that they can take a hell of a lot longer to heal than they do faster to heal.
Yeah. So what's the worry on the injury? You think he can come back, Reedie? I know initially we were saying you said at least 4 to 6 months. I heard earlier that I heard Cam say earlier it'll be at least 4 months, and then there was some. I think we was talking about, or somebody mentioned, you got the healing process, then you got a rehab, then you got to strengthen. So, like, you know what I mean? How do you think he's done for the year?
I think at this point, I would say he is. Just given the fact, just the timeline, the timetable of it. You know what I'm saying? It makes. I mean, it depends. I mean, like if we're going on a Super Bowl run or something like that, you may want to bring him back, but then you might not want to mess up that continuity that they have formed, over the season. But at the same time, like a player of his caliber, you tend to want to trend in the right direction of bringing him back. But I would say now, just after hearing like all of the different, people's perspectives and things of that nature, I think that it's probably going to trend towards him not coming back. But they did say that it depends on once they do the surgery. So it's still a waiting game because I understand that he's getting second and third and fourth opinions or whatever on what's going on and trying to figure out who the surgeon is going to be, who's going to complete the surgery and things of that nature. So that's why I'm saying that for that factor, I probably think that he's not going to come back. I would think they will probably take that precaution and not bring him back and just bring him back fresh next year. But that could change depending on what we're looking like and things of that nature too. So, but I would say it would be trending into that direction.
Yeah. I mean, even just looking it up on your basic, your sports MDs, your web MDs, like your basic medical advice, an average healing process for a partial tear treated conservatively is 8 to 12 weeks. So that still gets us into October, where if it's a complete tear with surgery, 4 to 6 months and up to a year to regain peak strength. Oh, I'm sorry. If we're saying 4 months, that's January. We're 6 months. We're into March. He won't be official. If I'm thinking worst case scenario, he is not full offensive line peak Laremy Tunsil strength until we all go up to DC for the draft. And that's gonna be the concerning part is when he gets a surgery, where and how long that. Because if he's getting a second, third, fourth opinion, we might not be getting news across our desk that he's getting surgery until next week and a half.
Yeah. They said the logistics has not been finalized, and that Dan said this actually. The logistics not been finalized, and that they are in the process of getting second opinions. So it seems like Tunsil, I mean, rightfully so, he's going to search around and find the best scenario and go with what works for him. But I mean, theoretically, I just want it to be however long it takes, just do that. Don't try to rush anything and make it worse. And just see where it goes. I mean, again, and this is kind of transition into what we say who protects JD, with Dan Quinn basically saying it'll be Coleman. I just was sitting here and thinking, like, I feel like, I don't know, I just felt like maybe it was just me or something in my head, but I felt like there was like a narrative about Coleman not being healthy. And when I went to look it up, it basically says that, in 2025, he had a shin injury. That happened in a week 16 game against the Eagles. He left the game early. It wasn't a long-term situation.
Nope, outside that game.
Yeah, and then this also in December 25, he had lower body, and pretty much he missed a brief part of practice, but he returned to be a full participant. And pretty much his rookie season, he didn't really have any significant injuries or anything like that. So I don't know, maybe it was in college or something, but I just felt like there was a narrative about him.
There was a narrative around him during the 2025 season because he went healthy scratch for like 6 weeks. And the whole thing was like, he said he wasn't feeling well. He said, because we talked about this before, I think 2 or so weeks ago, talk about Coleman. Oh, he felt banged up. Oh, he didn't feel the greatest. Oh, like, he doesn't feel 100%, but you're still going to play kind of thing. I think that's where that big narrative came back from of like, he was healthy scratch for 6 weeks. Oh, here's news saying he didn't feel the greatest. Now we push it to 2026. Shin's one thing. I was at that game when Coleman went out and came back. Marcus Mariota went out, came back, same game. So I'm not too worried, I should say. And this is the time of year where Cam kind of starts ramping up, as DQ loves to use, and with preseason not all too far away, you got to figure out who's healthy, who's not around this time, especially with left tackle. Because to Maul's point earlier, which we didn't get to, could it be a case where that was a nice way of saying that they don't think Connolly could handle the left side? And to my answer, that's no. He felt comfortable at right tackle. He's gotten comfortable at right tackle.
Yeah,
made a whole reel.
I remember, like, and again, these are NFL players, and they are totally making money, and they're way more versatile. But I'm just putting myself in the shoes. I remember a time, and this was JV. I played right tackle, and I had to fill in and play left tackle because somebody got hurt. And that was one of the worst fucking transitions ever because you always practicing, one side. You're a right tackle. Your
You're going
first
this
step
way.
is your right. Yeah, your first move is your right foot stepping back, and you in that pass block. So to have to shift and switch and do that, it's not the easiest transition. So, and then again, you talking about having to do it at a high level with, these high end pass rushes coming your way.
These 1% of athletes.
Yeah, that shit is different. So it's not just just throw him over here, he'd be fine. Nah, that shit is really a transition.
Yeah,
it's one thing.
Oh, good.
I think I seen something today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was like some statistics. I think if my memory is correct, I could be wrong, so don't quote me. I think they said Brandon Coleman, he had like 200 and something snaps last year, and of those snaps, he rated higher than what Laremy Tunsil rated.
Tunsil did.
I can't remember what the metric was measuring, but it
I know
was
what you're talking about. I'll put up.
And then there was a clip out there like showing from the Cowboys game just him getting up to the third level of the defense, all the way up top to a safety. Like that shows some athleticism. So I'm thinking now that I had a couple days to kind of let it digest and kind of sit with me, I think that maybe we should give Coleman the benefit of the doubt. Because like we said, he wasn't bad in 2024. I think we just think because they went out and they brought Tunsil in, you know what I'm saying, that they lost total confidence in him. And that may not necessarily be the truth. It might just be that they thought, well, maybe we can kick him inside and we have a chance to go get this dominant player. We have to go get him, you know what I'm saying, just to make this solidify this offensive line and make it a strength. So it could be a lot of different things, but showing the true confidence in him, that says a lot by them coming out and not saying, okay, because they could have went out and brought Decker in. They could have went out and got Robinson or whomever, you know what I'm saying, or did some shuffling some other ways, but they didn't. So that does a lot.
Yeah, and another thing too, like I don't know if you just said this, Reedie, because I was reading a message, but excuse me if you just said this, but I was about to say it because I had it in my head before you started talking too, is getting Connolly, if they were true, if like what they say is true, like they just go by the board and go by how the chips fall. Before getting Connolly, everybody in their mind was thinking, all right, yeah, Coleman's going to be the right tackle. So in a sense, like once Connolly fell to them, quote unquote, and they jumped in, then they said, okay, well, he can go in the guard. And then Chris Paul surprised the shit out of everybody. And they had to go with the best guy. And it was all still a learning curve from Brandon Coleman because he switched positions. It's not easy going from being a tackle to being a guard either at times. You know what I mean? So, it could have just it's not in a nutshell, it's not like it's not that he's trash or that he lacks this or that. It probably was just a situation where they had an opportunity to upgrade and really give Jayden some protection. You're talking about a star quarterback, so Tunsil's available. It's going to take with this. Okay, we're willing to give that up. Boom, we make the trade, and then another chip fall, and they just trying to peacemake it and try to build. Like they really made an effort to really build this offensive line, and it just how everything kind of worked out. So we'll see. But I'm confident in Coleman, and I think he'll be fine. I think it's going to be a learning curve. They talked about today he had a great practice. I also heard the same about Wiley as well. So yeah.
I'm trying to find the post because I ran across it this morning, exactly what Reedie was saying. And I thought I saved it and liked it. I did not. I'm going to scroll Twitter until I can find it.
I just Googled something. It said he earned 64.6 overall Pro Football Focus grade in 2025 across 390 snaps, allowing 0 sacks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a 69 in run block.
Yeah. But, but your point about practice, we had people that we knew, Josh, Grant, Carter, company out on the field. from what Josh was saying, they ran 2 straight run plays to Coleman's side, and they went for good yardage from good blocks from him. So already yes, it's practice. Yes, it's not exactly, pads. It's, a little bit in between. They clearly are going to use plays to focus towards Coleman's side for the run play. So we shall see if he's a better run tackle than he is a pass protect tackle. But I was hesitant at first. But I think in terms of the fact that he was going to play left guard and now you're swinging out to tackle, it's not he's going right to left like Zee, your point earlier. He's kind of still staying on that same side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't find it. I scrolled until 2 days ago. I don't know what happened to that post. I'll find it later.
Let me see if I saved it. I may have.
Because I know exactly what you're talking about, Reedie, because I came across it and I thought I did, liked and saved and what I normally do with stats. So I gotta make sure I got receipts and evidence, but I clearly did not. But going to some
you found it?
I got one from Grant earlier yesterday, if we want to use that for now. But actually, yeah. I know Grant. Grant's good about his stats. I'll use Grant's post. It's pretty much the same thing we'd already had talked about and what we kind of said already, that I'll make this bigger for people to see. Yeah, the 242 snaps at left tackle for 2025, Brandon Coleman. 0 sacks, 0 QB hits, 5 QB pressures, a 2.1% pressure rate, which is even better, yes, in less obvious snaps. But in those last couple of games, a better pressure rate than even Laremy Tunsil's at 3.1, and that's top 5, top 6 for offensive linemen in this league. I'll just make sure I do justice. Where in 2024, he let up 10 sacks, 6 QB hits, and a 6.9% QB pressure. So you cut your pressure rate into a third. You have times 0 QB hits, and you let up no sacks, yes, and probably a quarter to a sixth of the snaps at left tackle. But we have all witnessed much, much worse offensive line play in Washington, a la your 2023 Andrew Wiley's of the worlds. So I think the fact that it's given us 20 or 48 hours or so to kind of run through the possibilities of it's Connerly, it's Coleman, it's Wiley, it's Decker, it's Cornelius Lucas, versus if we all got news 12 hours ago saying Tunsil tore his tricep, half of us would have been sitting here between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. saying none of us trust Coleman. We can't believe this happened. Like, I think the fact we had 48 hours to kind of digest and sit with it and see the stats and see the evidence, it feels a little bit better to go into the season.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Now, as far as though the rest of the line, so in this lineup, you say Coleman, Paul, Allegretti, Cosme, Connerly.
Yeah, that'd be your starter.
Trent Scott will be the backup left tackle, backup left guard in a sense.
Backup left tackle, would that be? That might be Wiley. Yeah, backup left tackle would be Wiley.
Probably, I think left they might go Trent and then leave, because I feel like I heard Dan say that too. But I would like leave Wiley from the left guard, right tackle situation.
Yeah, I think Wiley Trent might go more left. Yeah, I mean, if we're going off the unofficial depth chart, it's Wiley at the left, Trent Scott at the right.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
say. Yeah, what Dan say? What did he say earlier? He joked. He said that depth chart is just,
a lot today. Oh, it was more for
I tweeted it earlier.
Yeah, it was more for assessments rather than actual like talent or some.
No, he said the unofficial depth chart is about as valuable as preseason rankings.
There we go. Yeah. Dan don't give a damn.
Yeah, that's some shit they just whipped up to submit.
100%. Well, what's even funnier is they whipped this up probably Thursday, Friday night, expecting this to come out Monday and get news, and we're all sitting here like, fam, Laremy Tunsil ain't touching this offense in 2026. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, to someone's comment earlier, if we're going to transition to the unofficial depth chart for a quick second, Lukey Pookie at wide receiver 3, and I don't care if Reedie's saying "Hey yo" to that. He's been having I think the most consistent camp outside of your usual stars. Like if you took Terry, Odafe, if you take out Jayden, Terry, Odafe, you could say Luke's had the most consistent camp.
I don't know. I'm not seeing Luke name called every day. He's had some days though. I'll give you that.
I've seen more days than not, but that could also be just the people I'm following.
You stand mute on that one, brother? Yeah, I wasn't even ready to talk about Luke. I was gonna ask, like, okay, before we shift completely off the offensive line, what do we do though? So are you comfortable with rolling with who we have, or do you want to get Decker? Do you want to go Cornelius? Do you want to go Jonah? Like, what do we do?
I'd say keep where we're at right now.
Is it Jonah? It's not Jonah. It's Jonah on the. Which one of them Williams is out there?
Which one of them Williams is crazy? And I mean, there's Antonio Williams, but in terms of offensive line, Wiley, Julian Good Jones, SAL, Nicholas Petit Friere, Foster Sorrell, Max Sharping.
He's on our team.
I'm looking at our team.
No, I'm saying
free agents. Yeah, he is on our. I thought you were talking free agents.
Yeah, I'm talking free agents.
Oh, if you're talking free agents.
Yeah, Jonah Williams.
Williams. Okay, yeah.
Taylor Decker, Jack Conklin.
Yep. Okay,
Jonah Williams, Cam Robinson, Kelvin Beacham still out there, 37 years old. He ain't retired yet.
I'll take probably not. I'll take Taylor Decker over all those names. And I'm not the first one to make this point, so I'm not going to say give me credit. I've seen way other people say the same point. He has familiarity with David Blau. He has familiarity with what David Blau wants to run and has seen in the building what he can do as coaching, because remember, he was under Ben Johnson, so obviously he's going to work with OC. It makes the most sense. He can play some left tackle. He played in Detroit against us, NFC Championship year, played against us 2025. If I have to go get a free agent tackle, I would go the Taylor Decker route, but I don't know if they do. We said that about Diggs already, and a day and a half after Reedie and I said, yeah, pull the trigger on Diggs, they signed the brother. But I don't know if this late into August, right before training camp, they go out and say, let's go get a starting left tackle or a backup left tackle.
We have 3 preseason games, Johns. That doesn't make sense at all to me. If they wanted to go sign him, they would have went and signed him. Like, they should go sign him. Like, just even for the competition purposes of it. Like, make him think that it ain't his job. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe they're trying to give him some confidence or whatever. But I mean, in this point, that's why I'm obviously not a GM, because I would be making moves like that. But, you know, sometimes I guess you need to have that restraint, you know what I'm saying? And kind of like look in your depth in your room. Like, if it was a season, maybe possibly I get that point. If it's week 3, then you don't want to maybe bring somebody in here because there's a tremendous learning curve. You kind of got to roll with what you got. But we're still in training camp. We haven't even gotten to the first joint practice. So this would have been the ideal time to bring him in. You just brought Diggs in here last week. So what's the difference of bringing in a left tackle and bringing him in? Left tackles don't have as many, like, it's not as many calls for them. Like, yeah, obviously their run, their zone scheme, their pass blocking, you know what I'm saying? Like, their if they have like a Liz or a rip or whatever, when they're sliding left or sliding right, or however, whatever their terminology they use to call it for whatever things that they need to do. That's it. I mean, as far as for the offensive line, it ain't too at tackle anyway. It ain't too much that he has to learn for real. If we being honest, like, It's basic
But
stuff.
no, I'm with you on that one. Learning wise, no, I don't have any questions about that part. I'd rather roll out with what we have, and I said the same thing. If we were going to get Ayuk or Diggs, I'd rather roll out and see what we have, and then make the assessment. Than bringing guys, and then you're sitting down at August 24th ish is when the official depth charts will come out and go, man, we got 4 starting left tackles. 2 of them got to get their asses up out of here. Carnley stinks. Now I got to choose between Decker and another offensive tackle. And now you're like,
but ain't that a good problem to have, though?
No, it's a great problem to have. But then you're sitting here saying, well, they all did perfect for us. Who's just better at being perfect?
But even in that scenario of okay, if you decide, okay, we're going to roll with Coleman, you still bring in a caliber guy, a proven guy that started games in this league that has probably better experience than some of those guys that are further down the roster that's going to be on the bubble fighting for the last of a tackle position. So that makes us better anyway. Anyway, just from that standpoint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some of them guys, maybe you could roll over and put them on the practice squad or something in a pinch as an emergency. You still going to need a swing tackle. You still going to need guards. Shit's going to happen throughout the season. Clearly, Allegretti, he ain't the most agile person to stay healthy. So there's going to probably be some time in this season that he's going to have an injury and that, you know what I'm saying, Galvin or whomever, Good Jones or whoever is going to have to play some football. So it's like, you got to prepare for that thing. And I would rather have more talent and worry about that than, you know what I'm saying, having lesser talent and just roll with what we got. Fuck that. I'm trying to win.
I'm trying to win too. I ain't trying to say we're not going to win, although I'm taking Matt Cole.
I'm not saying you're saying that, but I'm just saying there's just that thought process. A lot of times, sometimes we want to stick with this person. Like, dog, go get dogs. Like, fuck all these mediocre players, average players that's not giving you. We need dogs. Like, not get everybody ain't a dog, everybody ain't a leader, just like Prime says. But if you can, try to.
Yeah.
I think this year they've been doing a little bit better with not just waiting. I mean, they have been waiting, but it hasn't been a situation where like they're allowing shit to kind of like blow up in our face before they make a move. You know what I mean? Even though we may feel that we've been calling to go get a receiver all year, and they finally went and got Diggs, you know, damn near in August. With, you know, in August. You know what I mean? It still is weeks before, you know, the season. You know what I mean? It's still time before preseason. So, you know what I mean? They didn't wait until cut time to go get him. You know what I mean? And I think that if Brandon Coleman or anybody else reveals that an upgrade is needed or someone else is needed in that room, they're going to go make a move and get somebody else in this room. They've been doing it. They've been playing musical chairs with these guards and these interior players trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? You see, they made sure they went and got another kicker to make a competition. So they really haven't really been sitting on their ass as much as they had before. Even if you think about the cornerback room, you know, with the cornerback room, we ran and got Rasul, and look at he's making a difference. Like you said, the punter. You know what I mean? So I think they definitely move. They're not moving swift, but they are moving much better than they have in the past. So if they think somebody's it's worth it, they will make the move, I believe.
Yeah.
They may be actually in talks with him right now. They just didn't bring him in right now.
Correct. So like I said, they've been talking to Diggs the whole time. They said they was in contact with him the whole time. So
well, and then to that point, even if they're talking to him right now at 9:00 Eastern, August 10th, he would still have it would be expected to sign pending a physical. Well, if we don't pass a physical, then we're sitting back saying back to square, back to plan A. Is it Cornelius Lucas? Is it Jack Conklin? Well, he can't stay healthy to save his life. Is it Kelvin Beachum? Well, he's a bag of bones, old bag of bones at this rate. Yada yada yada. We be back at plan A. Now that I think Decker's not healthy because he got released to a contract dispute with the Lions because cap space hell, but we shall see.
Yeah, for sure, we should see.
Yeah,
and speaking of Lucas, so hey Reedie, I don't know if you peeped. So that you saw,
yeah,
he retweeted the post. I ain't see it till the next day. He ended up deleting it after the fact, though.
Oh,
I guess he thought, I guess it's PR, or he thought it's like it probably wasn't a good look. But he damn sure commented and was like, yeah, like, tell the people in the back, say it again, like, we need that. So that's a guy that's willing to come back home, and you know what I mean. And I always felt like he gave us quality reps. You know what I mean? I can't really pinpoint a situation where Lucas just was out there fucking up. And I'm not saying he came in and just was, not making any mistakes. But you know what I mean, he always held his own. And they love Trent Scott. I felt like Lucas was better than Trent Scott, but they chose Trent Scott probably because he was cheap, because Lucas went to the Browns and got like $10 million.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a let me restart that whole sentence. I would say they might be more prone to bring back Lucas than Taylor Decker because they're familiar with Lucas. Same way they brought back Diami, same way they brought back Chris Paul. They were familiar with what they had, and they're going to go right back to it because they're going to fit into this offense better than, let's say, a Decker figuring it out. Decker, Drew Rosenhaus. AP's not worried about agents unless your name is Brandon Ayuk. They ain't worried about an agent negotiating.
Yeah.
It's Jerry that hates Drew Rosenhaus and David Mulligetta.
So yeah. So before we get into the preseason preview, have y'all seen the reports of Jayden today? The word they use is surgical. I heard it from like 2 or 3 creators. Jalen, Denton, and I heard it somewhere else too. And Jayden is out there and he's surgical. He's picking the defense apart. Taking what the defense is giving him. And Blau, spoke highly of Jayden and his focus and his development, and how he's picking up this offense. So, and I just was thinking earlier, like with a Jayden that's locked in like that, and it reminds me of 2024 and how we didn't have, such great talent around him, and we were still winning games. Like if he's locked in like that, and we got this talent, man.
Hey,
offense gonna look different.
I mean, the fact that this is the third camp with Diggs on the roster, they're completing passes like they've flown through each other for years.
25, 40 yards down the field.
Like
open and play to my guy. Right.
Yeah, like I get it.
He just burnt Mikey on that too.
Man.
Shout out to 6.
It's a rough time.
It looks like a jersey is crazy.
It's a rough time. Because I believe in Mikey. I want Mikey to be good. Crazy. But it's someone said earlier, Mikey's having a rough go at camp. Fam, you telling me? You telling me?
We love Mikey, but Mikey be getting cooked. We love Mikey. Mikey gets cooked.
We love Mikey.
Hey, they are saying some crazy stuff in these comments on these posts. Like they want him up out of here. Like what I tell y'all, this league is about. What have you done for me lately?
Done for me lately.
I didn't even look at the comments.
Once he go out there and get 2 picks, they're gonna be back on him.
Oh man, yeah, a pick 6.
Yeah,
a pick 6 from 0 about to change the whole narrative.
You know what? I was going to do an analogy and all that, but I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to just chill. I'm going to chill. I'm about to say something, but I ain't going to do it.
No, I'm curious what you're going to say.
You already know what I was going to say. I was going to make an analogy to something else, but I'm not.
Yeah, you were.
I digress again. I'm staying quiet.
But, I mean, we also haven't seen Amos fully healthy on the field either, so that's going to kill me next. Is if Trey Amos keeps coming back to practice for 2 days and then tweaks his ankle again.
I mean, it's a fluke little ankle injury. I mean, it ain't nothing crazy. I mean, you can't script that up to say,
you can
injury prone, because it's like that stuff that happens almost every play. Like you running and bend your ankle the wrong way or whatever. I mean, that's football, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's the significant injuries and stuff like that. I ain't worrying about a little minor ankle sprain because it's still early. We got plenty of time. Like you said, we got basically 3-4 weeks before we even get into week 1 mode. So we got
like 3 weeks until the roster's got to start getting cut.
Yeah,
but saying surgical equals sharp equals training. Hey, we will take the training camp lingo if it is correct. I ain't worried about all that.
Friday, because I want to see some of these. I want to see what these receivers. I just want to see what these receivers. Who's going to play? All of these guys that they saying is guys, and they doing this, and I just can't wait. So Marcus Mariota, it's going to be the Marcus Mariota show.
Speaking of Mariota, they was talking about Mariota struggling.
Fam, he has like 3 pick sixes
he
camp so far.
Two picks of practice. Like, say that man.
Davis has one. Struggling. Hamilton had a pick 6 today. I think
they say
Spencer's had a pick.
Said Rasul almost had a pick 6 on him the other day.
Yeah, like Marcus, buddy, relax. This ain't Oregon no more.
He's back to the Marcus Mariota of when he was in Atlanta.
Yeah, Cliff gone. Marcus might be Matt Stafford's backup.
Maul, see, bro, like I be doing a lot of stuff, but this one right here is crazy work, bro. I almost logged out of the stream when I saw this.
What the fuck?
They said my man had a 50-yard bomb the other day. He was the only touchdown in practice. Stop playing with him.
God.
Go ahead.
Stop playing with him.
I'd rather see.
That's crazy.
Absolutely not. Sam Harm had to walk Marcus down to what? The perfume shop? Like, what are we talking about here? Definitely not at practice.
Go sign my man Joe Flacco.
That man is comfortable in Cincinnati, my friend.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Where Flacco go, he end up having to get on the field. Stay his ass away from us. We don't want him. We want JD5 on the field. Everywhere he go, he always end up having to play.
And somehow has a good game too, which is the funniest part. It's the funniest part.
I gained a lot of respect for Flacco watching quarterback. His competitive spirit is different.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you on that one. Yes,
even at 45.
Man is what we considered unks in the league. Yes, Joe Flacco is still in the league. He is in Cincinnati, getting him a paycheck, a cold weather, snowsuit, and no indoor practice facility.
Yeah, he just played like 5-6 games last year.
Do you not watch Netflix?
Well, your boy was hurt.
I mean, Burrow stay hurt, but
Burrow.
Yeah. Well, the fact that the Browns traded him in division to the same like Ohio-based team, which is like, hey, here y'all go. Have a winning quarterback for like 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to trade Flacco and get a pick, that ain't bad.
Yeah. I mean, the Patriots got a pick for their offensive tackle. It was him and a 7th for a 6 today, and I said Miami just doing whatever.
It's like a 2029 7 for some shit like that. I'm like 2029.
Yeah, it's up to 3 years that you can go with draft picks in the league.
No.
At least not the NBA, where it's like have a 2035 draft pick. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
If we start into that, if we start getting to like 7-year picks that we're trading, I'm logging out. I walk away.
Yeah,
like give me out of this.
But as far as the preseason, what's 2 things y'all would like to see? Starting with you, Reedie. What you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing how we come out and we run the football. With the back end guys. Today on film, I kind of seen from the clips that came out of practice in the one-on-one drills with the linebackers and the running backs. Jerome Ford looks like he's just getting crazy work out of the backfield. Like Katron stepped up, had a good block. Bill had a good block on Leo Chenault. So I'm looking for that physicality in the run game. And I want to see Katron Allen, how he runs the ball. And then just that depth on the back end. I want to see Ford as a runner and what McNichols does. Not really too much. I don't really care too much to see Bill and Rashad White because I already know what they can do. But I just want to see those last 3, how that pans out. And then, like I said before, these wide receivers at 3. So if Luke is the guy at 3, show me you the guy. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I will agree, and I will say this, that it has been a lot of reports out there on Luke. It hasn't necessarily been as consistent as they're making it to be, but it has been a lot of reports on Luke, and he's balling. So I'm willing to be optimistic and give him a chance to kind of be that. And if he shows it in these preseason games, then so be it. Then, other guys fall down the depth chart. So I want to see those from 3 to 6 or 7 receivers, and I want to see Jayden Bradley the most. And I'll throw in a third one because I wouldn't be Reedie if I didn't give you more than what you asked for. I want to see Brandon Coleman. I want to see Brandon Coleman how he comes out because he needs to play. We need to see. We need to see him and this offensive line, like not just the 3 and 4 guys. We need to see. We need to see this first unit at least for a series or 2.
Yeah,
fair.
What about you, John?
Fair. There's a couple. I'm not gonna do Reedie and give you 3. I'll definitely give 2. But first, Maul, you chose Peacock over Netflix. What are you watching on Peacock that is so much more interesting than Netflix? That is my next question. Prime and Hulu I'll give you, but Peacock, man, go ahead.
I like Peacock.
Go ahead. I will start with the edge rushers. Yes, it's Malik Willis. Yes, it's Quinn Ewers. But I want to see what this pass rush can do, given what Miami's going to throw out on the field. I want to see if the depth at defensive line, if guys like Javonte Jean-Baptiste, like Drizon New and Joshua Josephs, Jeffrey Ngba, if he plays, what they're going to use with maybe Leo, maybe Madrano. Like, I want to see the defensive line and the edge rushers get active. And then, honestly, I want to see this kicking game in live action. I want to see Moody. I want to see Stevens. I need to see these kickers kick balls with live ammunition because it was a bad day to be both of them. Jacob Moody hitting Russell Westbrook type action 3 for 6 or 2 for 6. Stevens was 3 for 6, but I need to see these guys 45, 50-yard field goals in the preseason, live action, live ammunition on the field. So I'm going edge rushers. I'm going special teams kickers.
Speaking of the kickers, so far through this point, Drew Stevens has hit 88% of his field goals, and your boy hit like 70-something%.
Get him out.
It was a significant difference. So there is a big lead right now, but as you mentioned, it only really matters in the games. So I don't expect them to try to crown Stevens yet. But he is in the lead. But I think it's gonna take some game reps to kind of really make sure that it translates. But for me, what I would want to see, kicker was one of mine, so I'll definitely use another one. I just want to see like from the defensive side, the young guys, McGee, Madrano, kind of see what they got out there, kind of see as well what goes on from the receivers, in a sense, like who these guys, like guys with names are going to play. You don't expect much from Terry, from Diggs, but you expect, Luke to play. You expect the Army to play. Zane Lane is going to get reps. You expect, Hilton just got released, but you expect Bradley. To get a lot of reps with some of the other guys that's in the room. Jacoby Jones still on the team. And Nash and River. So Carecraft. So I'm high on Jalen Bradley. Definitely want to see that translate. I hope he really hoops. And just go from there. Outside of Marcus, maybe that back was it Calicomanis?
Ethan, AK-16. Ethan Calicomanis.
Calicomanis, yeah. So I want to see him in a game as well because, as we just was talking about with Marcus struggling, we need a successor at some point. Marcus was born here to play with Cliff. He turned into be a great teammate and a great asset. But if he's going to be out there on the field fucking up more than he already was fucking up, then we got to look elsewhere.
I think I would say also I want to see The tight end. I want to see my guy Yankoff. I want to see Yankoff.
Yeah, missed with one hand.
Yeah.
He averaged a one-hand catch at practice.
He do. He really do.
But to go back to this wide receiver situation where everybody's talking about Luke's the third, that's cap. It's going to be Antonio Williams is going to be the third wide receiver. So that's
the official third.
Yeah, the official third. So I think, and I agree with Maul. If Luke McCaffrey is indeed the number 4, because I feel like Treylon Burks has to make this team just off of his body physique, and because we don't have that, so I feel like you got to kind of
have a big body receiver.
Got to keep you have to kind of keep that type of receiver down there for the red zone and stuff like that. That's why I like Jaden Bradley so much for down there for the red zone and stuff like that. And he looks like he's running away from guys. You know what I'm saying? So I came to terms of it. Van Jefferson probably is pushed off of this team. He's probably cut. If it's going how they think it's going, like, you know what I mean? But again, they still got to play the game. So it's still stuff could still happen. But if Luke McCaffrey is hooping like they say, they claim he is, and everybody loves him, and this is at the third, I do think that kind of affects Diami, even though they brought him back. Because I feel like you got to sign Trey Burks, and it just all depends on what the numbers are going to be. Like how many that they keep. Now, I'm not saying I don't want Diami to get cut, but I'm just saying I can see them cutting him. Because then that would be Terry, Stephon, Antonio Williams, Luke McCaffrey will be 4. Then who would be 5?
Lane.
No. Treylon Burks would be 5. Jalen Lane would be 6 off of G. He's another one that doesn't give you nothing in the pass game, but just because he's a really good punt returner, he's going to be on the roster. So then if you keep 7, then that would keep Diami. So it's going to be iffy.
It's gonna be interesting. People are saying, because I put a poll out on Instagram and the YouTube community area, people want to keep 7 wide receivers, and I don't think they keep 7. You're gonna keep probably 4 running backs. You're probably gonna keep 4 tight ends.
Yeah, you gotta keep. I feel like you not on the active roster. I think you keep 3, and then you put somebody else on the practice squad.
At what, tight end or running back?
At running back.
I said the same thing, but
at tight end, it's probably 3 on the active roster, and then somebody's going to the practice squad.
I mean, it'd be Yankoff to the practice squad if we're going that route.
I don't know. I think Yankoff is better than Sinat. But
so let's say we do. I mean, this is previewing a later video for BIB. Let's say you keep 3 running backs, 6 wide receivers, 4 tight ends. That's 13 of your 25 offensive pieces right there. 3 of those will be quarterbacks. You're at 16. That only keeps you at 9 quarterbacks.
2 quarterbacks. The other quarterback goes to the practice squad. Killer Kamanis, get Sam Hartman the fuck up out of here. I don't care that he's Jaden's friend. Like, straight up, it's Jayden, Mariota, Killer Kamanis. Hartman, bye-bye. See you later.
If Hartman wants to be on the sidelines, he can go join the cheer squad.
Something like that, but nah, we're not keeping 3 on the active roster. Killer Kamanis, take his ass to the practice squad too. He can play, he can be the scout team fucking quarterback. And if something happens, you bring his ass up and you rock and roll that way. Just me personally. That's a waste of a roster spot holding 3 quarterbacks.
I agree. But if we're going off what they've done in the past 2 years of AP's tenureship,
it's a new regime. Blau, different offensive coordinator, different mindset, different numbers. You know what I'm saying? He might want some different stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He might. I think you're keeping at least 9 offensive linemen. You need your starting 5 plus a backup center, a backup tackle, and 2 backup guards. So that's 9 right there. Maybe you do keep 10.
I can see him keeping 11, maybe.
11 would be crazy.
I can see.
I don't. Let me see. Who do we even have? 11
you got your start. Okay, so you got your starting 5. You got Coleman, Paul, Allegretti, Cosme, and Connerly Jr. That's your 5. Then I would go with Andrew Wiley.
Yep.
Pat Golban. That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
The other tackle, what's his name?
Trent Scott.
Yeah, Trent Scott. That's 8.
That's 8.
Sharping.
It would be Tunsil, but it'd be Tunsil, but he's gonna go to IR.
Yeah, Tunsil's going to IR, so you don't even worry about that. Sharping, that's 9, and then maybe like Foster Sorrell or somebody like that. Yeah, so it might be 10. It might be 10. It might be 10.
Yeah. I think you could push 11 if Tunsil's making that roster, but I think it's gonna have to be 10 because Tunsil's going to IR.
He's going to IR.
He's for sure going to IR. Yeah, I mean, if we're keeping 10, then
no 8 active linemen.
I think it has to be 9.
Something is going to happen. Something we're not expecting is going to happen out of that wide receiver room. Whether it's Jayden Lane or Luke, I don't know.
Somebody that we think ain't gonna get cut is gonna get their ass cut.
Yeah, I mean, I think
laughing. I'll be right here.
I think
it's gonna be Diami.
I think on a trading perspective, it would be Luke or Lane. But as far as a cutting perspective, I mean, Diami has a strong. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm looking at the numbers the other day, and I was thinking like, Diami can't afford to be fucking up in practice or anything like that. And then they came out 2 days ago, so it was Saturday's practice, and in the presser, Dan praised him. They was asking him, how you feel about Diami? He was praising him. In my mind, I'm like, it's a bluff. And then he went out and had a good practice, and today he has the first bomb of the day, the very first play. He catches a touchdown and smokes Mikey. So it's like, shit. You know what I mean? Diami ain't backing down from this competition. So I don't know. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting.
I ain't gonna hold you, Ma. You right. I made all the motherfucking videos about Van Jefferson. About his cut. I told y'all though, I kept it a buck. I said if Diggs or BA come in this bitch, that's gonna change the math. That is gonna change the math. Like, and somebody gonna be on that bubble.
See,
I could see them bringing him back on the practice squad because I don't think. Well, he may go. Somebody else might pick him up, but I think
Van or Diami.
Van or Diami will be able to at least pick up on the practice squad, but I don't think they're going to.
I think Van will get picked up before Diami because Miami, San Fran, like there are teams that need a veteran wide receiver, and Diami had a market and came in 30 seconds after we signed Van Jefferson.
Yeah, but he also came here for the low too, so he kind of like came back.
They both came in for vet minimums.
Yeah, but it was like I think Diami did was like up to.
It was like up to 2. It was like up to 2 or 3.
Up to 3 or something like that. Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like if Diami's get cut, I think he's going to find another job because he's not getting $10 million a year anymore.
Yeah, facts.
And somebody will pay him, lesser money. So regardless, I think he'll be signed.
Yeah. Maul, they ain't cutting Ben Sinnott. They ain't cutting Ben Sinnott. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee they ain't signed.
The last time have we kind of like really had these type of conversations like who they gonna cut? Like you don't know. Like you don't
spend a minute.
Yeah, like
I mean we can give you the obvious guys, and then after that it's like
on cut down day we're gonna be sitting here just like the players, like on Twitter, like waiting for something to drop. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Roster cut day is the actual second part of free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they not cutting. Look, you can say Sinnott ain't done ish at practice, but they still believe in him. They said they were going to use him right. I'm cutting Diami
right now based off of the
all the tight ends have gotten active in practice. I don't know. Every tight end's getting active in practice.
All right, based off of this depth chart, just looking at it, you got Terry Diggs.
Yep.
Probably, I hate to say this shit. Luke Williams. I'm cutting River Carecraft off the rip. I'm cutting Jacoby Jones.
Yep.
I'm cutting Nick Nash.
Jerome Ford. Are we just talking wide receivers?
I was just looking at the receivers.
Okay.
Van. It's tough. I'm not saying we cut man. Don't put that in my mouth. Put them words in my mouth. That's you. What you think?
I've been saying that.
I think Van's better. I think Van's better than Luke. I think Jaden Bradley's better than Luke. I think De'Ami Brown is better than Luke. But
they can be better. I'm not disputing that part.
I'm not talking about. I'm taking up the kick returner out of it. I'm taking that out. And shit, put De'Ami back there. He can make some moves.
That's what I'm saying. It's other guys that can. They had Williams back there returning. Mm-hmm. And remember, before they even made the switch to, before they even made the switch to Luke, like he wasn't even really like set out to be a returner. I think he surprised people and they were like, "Oh yeah, he returning kicks and boom."
As a wide receiver, route running and catching a foot, it's way better than Luke. That's fucking cap. Yeah, I think Luke's slow as shit. His moves is slow as a motherfucker. His releases are trash. Like I'm talking about pure wide receiver.
Luke was no way.
Them little 7-yard catches he catches and shit. He had that one seam route last year that was tough. That was a hell of a catch. Good job.
And the one bomb against the Chargers. I see
it. Luke had more yards than De'Ami the entire career.
I mean, I'm with you though, bro. If Luke is doing exactly what they say he's doing, and it shows up in these preseason games, I digress. I'll say okay, cool, no problem. Because I just want to win. So I just want the best guys on the field. Ultimately, and I just feel like some of these other receivers, to me, give you a better shot. Like I get it. Like Luke was trending in the right direction last year. I admitted it. And I said he was doing well. But I just feel like he gets passes that other people don't get. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. From my perspective.
I mean, they're also contractually obligated to Luke because they're on year 3 of his technical 4-year contract. They're tied to him for more money being a second round or a third round pick than anybody else in the wide receiver room not named Terry or Diggs. And Tone this year. He was round 3, pick 100. I didn't agree with the pick at the time, but that's a separate conversation. But I think if they're going, what is Blau like? What does Jayden want? What works in this offensive scheme? I think it's going to be Van or De'Ami or both are up off this 53-man roster.
I can see them getting cut.
3 weeks. Come 3 weeks.
I can say him, but it's hard to say De'Ami though. Like I feel like
no, it's not.
Like so, De'Ami, you taking his speed off the field to keep Luke.
I mean, if I wanted, if we were going to purely just I don't know.
Yeah. No, when you talking receivers with speed, you got Terry. Diggs ain't really got top speed.
Antonio's okay.
Antonio-ish.
I need to see it on Luke, NFL field.
Luke, no. Lane ain't really a receiver. So it's like, like who gonna stretch the field?
Ain't really a receiver.
I mean, he's not. I mean, if we're going off of what we've seen, like as a receiver, he gives you nothing.
I agree.
Lane is fast, but as a receiver, he gives you nothing.
Yeah, I think Jalen Lane was a better college prospect than De'Ami. I think De'Ami's just with time has done better in the league. But I think
De'Ami was hooping at North Carolina.
De'Ami was hooping, but if Virginia Tech wasn't as trash as Kyron Jones is, I think Jalen was getting much better usage at VTech than De'Ami was at UNC.
De'Ami had Sam Howell, right?
Yeah, he had Sam Howell, but he also had Josh Downs right next to him in that offense. Because I had Josh Downs way higher than he got taken. So we shall see. But the wide receiver room is going to be the one room on offense. We're all going to be staring at our phones like, who's getting the axe? Who's getting that pink slip?
Hold on, who said Lane was better than somebody?
In the chat or me?
I'm talking about what Bruce is talking about in the chat. He said Lane not better. Fuck out of here. Who said he was better than who? Because I didn't hear that. I think we all agreeing that Jayden Lane isn't a good.
Boss said Lane is fast.
Oh, somebody in the comment. Okay.
Diggs and Terry fast enough. No way, shape, or form they cut and Luke not keeping old man Van. I don't think they keep 7. I don't think they can afford to keep 7 if the way we need offensive line depth.
But I think these offensive linemen make it to the practice squad. So if that, I mean, they'll still your roster. Like even if they did keep 8, say for instance they kept 8, guys are still gonna make it to your practice. These ain't no household names. There's no niggas knocking them down, beating the door down to go get. Like, come on now.
The only one I can remember off top that has like significant starter reps is Nicholas Petit-Frere for Tennessee. He's been there for a couple seasons. That's the only one. Maybe Brunskill. The only ones that had like significant reps on the field. Sharping, I forgot that was, a player. Foster Sarell's been bouncing around practice squads. Trey Hill, I didn't even know that was a player. My bad. SAL, I'm not pronouncing that name at all.
You said Jalen Lane was better than Diami as a receiver?
I said in college, Jalen Lane, I think, was a better prospect than Diami.
He said that in college. I don't agree though.
And then I said in the league that Diami has been better in the league. But again, 1 season compared to 4. Time will tell.
Yeah, so like you can. I mean, but just all we can go off of what we see thus far.
No, correct.
So,
yeah,
I mean, Diami, like if Diami is on that playoff trajectory, if he could come in and start off, if he could be in that Zacchaeus type mode, like what I'm saying, he can contribute like Zacchaeus contributed, and go along with that 2024 playoff mode. The Diami is fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you can't just show up one game and we won't see you for 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't do that, Diami. Like we need guys that are consistently, showing up. Now you ain't got to score every single game, but give us a couple, give us 3-4 catches. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple first downs or something like that. Like stay in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you're gonna use Zacchaeus as like a plug and play spot, I almost wonder, do you use Luke in that Zacchaeus role? Okay. Like a little taller, a little like you only need him for a couple catches here and there, maybe a red zone attempt here and there, especially with Terry, Tone, and Diggs as your front 3, and they're all healthy to start the year. It could theoretically it could work. That they say, okay, well, the reps Zacchaeus got, you can use for Luke or split them between Luke and whoever else, Diami if we're going to keep him, Jalen if they're going to use him on offense like that. Like,
yeah, we did miss Diami on those like bust and those bust type plays and those, wide receiver screen type plays and stuff like that. We did kind of miss him on that. I think they thought that they were going to get that from Devo, but you do miss Diami on that because Diami can take a screen.
That's what I was saying.
He get 8-9 yards on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or a bust. You know what I'm saying? A bust was like a kind of like a flare. It's kind of like a flare a little bit. Yeah. Then the outside man's going to run a slant. Like you kind of missed that. Like it's like a bubble in a sense.
No, that's fair. I'm with that one. I'm with you on that one. What else the comment saying? Maul saying is Jerzon. Yes, Jerzon is still on the roster. This will be his 3rd-year make or break season. We'll see what happens. Frankly, I forget if it was Grant or if it was Josh when I had them on the show. Illinois used Jerzon as a defensive end at Illinois. We have strictly only used him in the interior.
Yeah, they talked about versatility when he first got with us.
Like when healthy, like you use him on some stunts, use him on some blitz packages. Like he's got the size and speed for it. Lord, move him to the outside. Honestly, I would use him on the outside before I start Javonte Jean-Baptiste or Drake Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We have plenty of D tackle depth. They've signed them. Yeah. If he doesn't produce, that might be another, late round swap pick and get him out of here. Maul, you want Trayvon Diggs for what?
I'm over that conversation too.
Trayvon Diggs would be cornerback 6 on this roster.
Show that.
The other clip, yeah.
Yeah, we got. Do the other one. The 3 on the left side.
Oh, my bad.
Look a little bit better that way.
There we go.
They got that. They got They got a celebration to get already. Reed.
I seen it, Bob.
They out here. Continuity. 17, 18.
Glazing.
Go ahead, Tyler Owens. Go ahead, get that number up.
Glazing, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, get that number up. Go ahead, tell Kingston.
Look at that.
Tell Kingston to switch to 18.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. This your trio right here. 11, 17, and 18. That's a trio.
When I seen this clip, I said, "Watch John say something about this shit." Luke, he went
100%.
He just running.
I don't care.
Yeah, he wasn't even in the frame for real.
Fuck with him.
He right there. Hey, y'all about to hate the next. Y'all gonna hate the next 2 jerseys I buy. Watch out.
I ain't gonna hate it. That's your money. You spend it wisely.
Yeah.
Gotta pay these bills first. Shit. Yeah, we ain't signing Diggs.
I don't know. I'm about to cop this Diggs jersey though. Definitely gonna do that. Whatever one it's gonna be.
I'm glazing. I
gotta get it for the lab. You already know. I was thinking Diggs need to go to that number 10. That number 10 is gonna be available.
That's Trey's number. Or Tress's.
Oh, so I seen somebody else that had. I forgot about that. I seen somebody else that had 10 on.
Chris Hilton. They were sharing jerseys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's where I got it from.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah. It was Tress and him. It's Stefan and Tyler. It's there's another group that's sharing numbers. I forget who off the top of my head.
Do we think Joe Theismann's going to give up that 7?
No.
I think it's one thing when Doug Williams gave it to Terry, but other guys had to use it before, so it already had some like had a shit stain on it before Terry got it. Leave 7 alone. Some numbers 7, 21. Leave them 9. Leave them alone.
I think Theismann signed off on Haskins because he was supposed to be the franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But
I forgot Haskins had 7.
Outside of that, nobody wore it before or after, really. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'd keep 18. Honestly, like move Tyler to like.
Yeah, go back to 40.
47. 40.
Fine.
40 people were hating he wore 4.
Number. No, I was mad when he had 18 because that number's ugly on him.
Yeah, it really is.
Was a Diggs on the team.
Yeah.
It don't look bad on Diggs.
It don't.
Yeah, it don't look bad on Diggs.
Mm-mm.
The Commanders tried out 8
defensive players. I just saw that. Yeah. So I'll pull it up on Twitter because we all just got it across our notifications. But I'm gonna read them out loud while I pull it up. It's defensive end Carlos Watkins. I forgot that was. I didn't even know who Mans is. You've got Brian Cowart. Cool beans. Defensive tackle Fabian Lovett, so another Fabian trying out for the team. Defensive tackle Justin Rogers. That name sounds vaguely familiar. Linebacker Amari Burney. I think he's from VTech. Linebacker Power Eccles. Linebacker Devin Harper. Linebacker Curtis Jacobs. Camp bodies.
All these guys are the random names that they make on Madden when you got a draft class.
Your stock creative player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camp bodies. That's all they are. I think it's good to bring guys in and test them out and try them out and bring some competition. But I mean, I think the defense is set. In all honesty,
yeah.
Like I don't think it's too much.
Before we roll out, play those clips from the day.
Let me find a couple.
Check the link in the private chat too.
But that's the one I already did.
That was the one he was. Yeah. Let me find a couple. I should have had those pulled up too, but I got sidetracked with the Tunsil talk.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, there's a better way I can do this. I will say Twitter. Make sure. I hate Twitter websites sometimes. It needs to be better. Let's see photo. Oh wait, I'll just use the commander shit. Duh. What am I doing? While I'm getting this pulled up, if y'all have not already, y'all tune in. We got 65 people watching right now. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We trying to grow all of our individual channels, whether it's Reedie, whether it's BIB, TBB, whether it's Juan Gotti. He's not here tonight. He's doing something for I don't know what he's doing, frankly. But if you haven't already subscribed to all of our individual channels and subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown channel, we trying to strictly go over here going into the season, but we need y'all to subscribe to the TBB channel. So at the Burgundy Breakdown WSH on all socials, y'all make sure to come hit us up. I found a Diggs clip.
A respectable Bears fan. Salute to you, Drew.
Hey, what up, Big Drew? What's happening, fam?
Respectable Bears fan. Most Bears fans come in here arguing off gate.
Talking non. And Twitter, if I tell you to stay quiet, you will stay quiet. Stop giving me sound. We said it earlier in the show. Jayden and Stephon has found some little chemistry off bat. And Amik was going to get his arm torn off there.
Yeah, he was going to break that tackle.
Yeah. But
no, he gets punished. Like Amik punishes him there. That's a lot.
You think so?
Why? Look at it right here. So as he catches the ball, oh my God, that's a kill shot.
I think he runs through it.
Okay, that's now you definitely glazing now.
Nah, I mean just from what I see, I
position to make the tackle.
I think he run. Amik a little boy.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh my, yeah, he pulled up. Pause. That's a tackle. It might be a. Yeah. It looked good though.
It looks good. I think to Z's point, you can make the case. Amik goes for that arm tackle, and Diggs just kind of just shrugs him off if this is live tackles.
I mean, because they're not live. So it's not.
I'm saying if this was live.
If it was live, that's a tackle, a clean tackle. What are you looking at? Do you see his near foot?
Let me go frame by. Let me see if I can go frame by frame.
Right there, he's head up right there. That's a you see him right there?
That right there. I don't know the way. I don't know if Amik goes for a peanut punch. That right there is ball out.
His power leg is that right leg, right shoulder, head behind, out of the tackle. That's a tackle.
That left leg is dead. He's getting his ass ran over.
He's trying to get his. He's not getting ran over. Fucking Diggs. Stop it. I swear, boy, glazing is at an all-time high playing 2020.
He keeps on glazing, but he waiting on the number to drop so he can get the jersey, the white and the burgundy. But he's some glazing.
Stop the glaze, bro. hey, John, you need to record me and put me on the Jane. Stop the glaze. Glazing is at an all-time high 2026, boy. I put that on my personal page, baby. These niggas be glazing so much.
Hey, merch coming soon from Reedie and Zee. Stop the glaze.
Telling you. There go your inspo, Z. The fuck? Nope. Stop the glaze.
Good. Trip to the cemetery.
Well, that's only
chat. What y'all think? Like keep it a buck. Y'all don't think that's a tackle right there? He got him dead to rights. That is a tackle. And then even Mikey's going to follow on the tackle too, even though he's running away. Like he pulled up to get out his way. They're not cause a collision. They're not cause an injury. Talking about. See, they asking about burgundy sweatsuits. The second time I'll ask you about that, Bob.
Yeah.
He asked me about it multiple times.
Yes.
I ain't even looking at the comments. I was. My bad, Ma. I don't have any burgundy sweatsuits.
That's the problem.
Are he glazing?
He's like shit talking about that. He runs him over. Stop the cap.
He runs through that.
Now Diggs' favorite
play. That is cap. You're not gonna stop that narrative. You're not gonna stop that narrative.
Y'all know how Zee. See, if those of y'all that watch the Reedie and Zee show, know when it's Z's favorite player, it's a different category. It's a different level of play. All of that for Z. Maybe Zee sleepy. Yeah, he getting a little.
Reedie creating narratives. I ain't worried about him.
Oh, I ain't creating a narrative. That's facts.
What more I'll say about Juan? Juan not playing. Bro, Juan about to go play some linebacker for another team. Not careful.
Tell you one thing, he ain't playing tackle.
No.
Y'all saw that clip?
Yes.
What's wrong with him?
Juan is our guy, but he would get blown up.
Juan is hilarious
by the defensive interior.
What did he do? I ain't see it.
He did a clip. I don't know if it was a little sister, little cousin or something. But he did a clip.
Was it on? Was it a post or was it a story? Because if it's a post, I'm pulling up the post.
Facts.
He
don't play about that's his favorite player. Facts. They've been around long enough. They be thinking I be capping. I'm not capping. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Z, if it's one of his Diggs is about to be Z new favorite guy.
No. I ain't feeding into
it. I'm telling y'all. Wait until Diggs start turning the fuck up. Wait until he starts turning. Watch the videos and shit that we get to start putting out the videos on the Instagram and all that during the season. I'm telling y'all.
So we got Ron was Z favorite coach.
On my mother.
Oh no. Fuck no, that was Reedie's guy.
I was giving Ron the benefit.
Trust the process, Bobby.
Trust the process. That is his favorite line, Mike. I ain't gonna hold you. Trust the process, Bobby. I'm just trying to trust the process.
Trust the process. Trust the process. You already know.
Hold on, I found the clip. Hold on, I need to pull this up. Juan's our guy, but come on, man. What is we doing with this?
Tell him my man Juan, John. You going too far, right? Tell him my man. Oh, that kick step is trash.
The lunge forward and pancake the little girl.
It's trash. Oh, this shuffle slow as shit. Oh my god. Yeah, Juan, you ain't gonna be on that line, Juan.
Hey, Juan love him some motherfucking Chase Young, boy.
He do. It's his favorite jersey.
Motherfucking Andre Carter.
Andre Carter is.
Yeah, I remember Andre Carter, man.
Yeah, I remember.
Juan is hilarious, bro.
Man, shout out to him.
Watch.
Repost that on our page.
Watch. I think I did. Watch.
Hey, no.
He's gonna pancake the little girl, man. Where the fuck he got that helmet at, bro?
Right. Shit, Juan, you need to let me get that. Let me add that to the collection.
Add that to the man cave.
Put that in my little case.
Oh.
Someone said the anchor leg looks a little shaky. Damn. What else is comments saying?
I ain't got no chin strap or nothing on that drink. That's a replica. That ain't got no padding in the inside or nothing.
Nothing.
That right there, a popcorn bucket at best.
That is the definition of a bucket. My son was like, that's a bucket.
He's celebrating the pancake. Going. The instant replay I just saw.
Probably like a 2X.
Yeah, he has the right jersey size for the offensive lineman. I'll tell you that.
Sleeves long as shit. Boy.
Go ahead.
That's how we used to wear our white tees back in the day. Why is he on the ground? You know what, Juan? You did a good job with this video, Juan.
Juan funny as shit.
Shout out to Juan. I needed that. That was too good.
Too funny.
But yeah.
Shout out to close us out, John.
I think that just about covers it. The game is on Friday the 14th, so we shall see against Miami's practice squad guys.
Like, hey, John, close this out.
Exactly. See,
John is saying, yeah, that boat covers it. That's his favorite. That boat covers it.
Y'all got anything else? Been an hour and a half. Y'all got anything else?
Yeah, John's favorite line.
Good money.
Yeah, that about covers it.
That covers it. What you mean? That about covers it. I'm good for 2 lines. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Or we get out of here?
Are y'all live streaming during the game Friday?
I will not be. I will be at work. Unfortunately.
Oh, Z, you live streaming?
I haven't even thought about it yet. If I'm home, I'll live stream for sure.
Respect.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Like I said, if y'all have not done so already,
I think we should just hop on afterwards. I gotta be. Well, no, that's preseason. I ain't like paying attention all like that anyway.
It'll be Sam Hartman's 12 for 25, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's what's going to be.
Game is in Miami, right?
No, it's here.
It's here. So where's the joint practice? Here?
Yeah, on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday. That's when we kept talking about tickets Swan got. Wednesday.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might have to put something together. Yeah, I might have to go to that one. Respect.
He thought about it. He was like, wait a minute. I got to go now.
Mm-hmm. So it's an off day Thursday?
Off day Thursday.
Yeah.
Gonna be a
joint practice Wednesday, off day Thursday, game on Friday.
So they practice tomorrow and they practice Wednesday?
Yeah. Tomorrow might be a walkthrough though, since they doing what's the name? But it don't look like they had pads on the day, right? They was in shorts.
It looked like it. Let me go back. No, they had pads today.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. They had the upper pads on. They didn't have nothing else, just shoulder pads.
The shells?
Okay, yeah. Shells, no full pads.
Shorts and shells. Yep. Yeah. Shorts and shells, and Amiga was going to kill Stephon Diggs on that tackle. Corner Reedie knows.
No, I ain't saying he was going to kill him, but that was a tackle. Definitely was a tackle. It wasn't no highlight reel.
Definitely not a highlight reel. But anything else? Or are we getting up out of here? Because Z about to pass out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, we will see y'all next time. Next Monday. I might be on. We'll see y'all then. Peace.
Yep.